out for a minute. I just don't know what's going on. I feel so guilty for my mom even having to deal with a lot of the stuff that she's been describing to the doctors alone. I don't know. Like you finally feel like you have a hand or a hold on something that life just like, nope, psych.
She said she had a stroke while she was driving or something, and she hadn't been to the doctor since. Now, if she survived that stroke, which is good, but if she has another one that hadn't been tended to, that can be it for her. So I'm calling you to, discuss maybe you can talk to her and get her to see a doctor like ASAP. She's still young, want here as long as possible. My mom is very upset. They've been friends for 50 years. So give me a call back. Thanks. Bye.
Good morning, guys. I'm in the Uber headed back to the hospital. I have my little hat on. Hold on, this is my mom. Hey, Mom. Hi, I'm in the car. I'm on my way. Yeah, can you hear me? I'm on my way. You hear me? Okay. So yeah, I'm on my way back to the hospital because they wouldn't let me stay last night. I'm in the Uber. It's snowing. Big change from LA weather. But we'll see what today holds. We're supposed to just get the MRI stuff back today and then be able to leave. I don't know 100% if when we leave we're gonna go straight to Delaware because of the weather. I don't want us to be like caught out trying to travel in the weather. Even if we had a car, I wouldn't want to drive 2 hours in this back to Delaware. So, and my friend lives a little far from the hospital in Jersey. So what I'll probably do is just get a hotel in Brooklyn closer to the hospital. I brought a bag of stuff for my mom, like a sweatshirt, an undershirt, change of clothes type of thing. So yeah, just praying for all good news today. But I know I feel good about everything that they've been saying and stuff like that. So, and she's feeling good too. She just don't like to be lonely in there. Let me tell y'all how much this hospital that we're at is a godsend. Like, first of all, so my mom is doing well. Today is day 3. Yesterday is day 3 of us being in the hospital. She's in a CAT scan, but I'll let her talk to you guys when she comes out. We get back to the room. But basically, they're going to run a few more tests. They've kind of figured out the essence of everything. So she's going to have to stop smoking, has to do better with her cholesterol. But there's some like, not blocking because it's not completely blocked, but blockage starting to kind of form in certain areas of the blood vessels, and they want to clean it, basically give it a fresh shot at like not being blocked so that no more strokes will happen. And they have 10 days of inpatient therapy that they want her to do here. So she'll be staying here 3 hours a day, with everything from like muscle memory to just basically teaching her brain how to teach that side of the body to like do commands and stuff like that. Yeah, the hardest part though is like my mom gets so super nervous staying in the hospital by herself. Number one, because of COVID and everything that's happening in the hospitals right now. She's not on the floor where there are COVID patients that we know of, though I asked. And I also have asked our nurses, like, she needs I want them to COVID test her more than when she just came in here. So I'm asking about that again. But also, just being by herself in the hospital is scary.
Okay, y'all, be good. I look to see you soon. Be good though, okay? Listen to your mother. I know that. All right, be good, and I'll just talk to you later, honey.
I know. So now you have me to help you. So let's keep walking, okay? Let's go right.
They don't want
Good. Hold it right there. Don't let me
too
pull.
much people come and do it.
Good.
They one by
Don't let me
one,
pull.
yeah, one by one.
Good. Give me a push.
You have to wear the mask.
Good. Can you squeeze my fingers?
Yeah.
Excellent. With your left hand, can you touch your nose and touch my finger? Go back and forth.
Okay, bye-bye.
Excellent. How about the right hand? Okay, good.
Hey guys, I am back in my hotel room for today. Leaving my mom in the hotel. This is the end of our second night of this whole hospital stuff. I'm still in the hotel. Check out tomorrow morning, and then the snow should be clearing up, so it should be fine for me to stay at my friend's house. I did hear that it's supposed to snow pretty bad on Monday, so I'll deal with that when I get there, even if it means like me just taking public transportation in. I don't know. I'm gonna look into a rental car tomorrow. And like the crazy thing is that my mom, her like real car, like her main car, is actually in the shop, and she has like this little like side like truck that she uses when she's picking up stuff from Lowe's or whatever, to like, she does like a bunch of renovating and stuff in our house. But that car is so not gonna, I don't even think it would make it to New York. Like, it's one of those like push around type of cars that she's had forever and just like keeps getting fixed. So I don't want to risk driving that, especially because the weather goes in and out of like being okay, not being okay. I was trying to set my camera up, but y'all know that my lens is broke, so I don't know if it'll stay. And I don't have any like, I don't have a clip to like hold it. But leaving my mom at the hospital tonight was pretty hard. That's probably the worst part of this whole thing, is when I have to leave my mom at the hospital at the end of the night, because I know she doesn't want to stay there. And although I know she knows that like these doctors are like, you know, doing a good job compared to other places she's been, she has a really like, she just, I don't know, she's like, she just don't think, you know, doctors and stuff are in her best interest. She's scared of hospitals, it's COVID, all of that. So every night when I leave, we go through this whole like, I literally have barely been sleeping, like, because like, if I like, she's calling me all through the night. Literally, me and whoever the nurse is trying to like talk her back into her bed, because she's like dressed and ready to go and she doesn't want to be there. And it's like such a complete turnaround from like what she is. And mind you, mentally she's still there, like she's good. It's not like her stroke made her like mentally out of it. This is my mom regardless. She could have been there for a toothache, and you ain't getting her to stay in no hospital. But it's just tough because she is not, even though she's doing so well, God has been like amazing about that, she's not in a space where she should leave a hospital like at all. Just because this is a very like, you know, they want to watch her, they want to monitor her, they're still trying to figure a lot of stuff out. And I think it's because she did wait so long to go to the hospital after she had her stroke that, you know, things are just kind of like all over the place, although she is doing well. But it's just scary, and it's like, it hurts my feelings to see her so upset about me leaving, and then calling me and being upset that she's there, and like her not trying to understand why she has to stay there, and I have to go through explaining it to her. And I'm like so tired and I'm so exhausted. Like I'm like stressed out too. I'm like not really eating. I'm trying to like eat, like when I get back here and I can like kind of unwind a little bit, I try to make myself eat. But when I'm there, it's just like so much going on. Like I'm watching what the doctors are doing, I'm watching what the nurses are doing, having conversations with them, trying to keep up with everything. It hurts my heart to have to leave her somewhere that I know she doesn't want to be, especially by herself, and she feels alone. Like if it wasn't COVID, they would totally let me spend the night. They've been so nice. Because of COVID, I can't stay the night, and that's tough. Also, because of COVID, I'm like super like, I'm also there on COVID patrol. Make sure she's washing her hands and we're sanitizing. And she has 10 days of having to stay in rehab. And even if the rehab is not at this particular hospital, it will be at a facility where she cannot leave. And I'm not going to be able to spend the night. My brother will be popping up on the weekends. He just started a job, and I don't want him to mess up anything he has going on. So And that's a whole nother thing, like work. Like I brought all my stuff to work from home, but like my mom doesn't have a husband, my grandmom's older, my brother's younger. So like it's me, like right now, like, you know, like it's me. And then that also means that, like, you know, like I'm the person calling my brother because he's breaking down and he's sad and he wants to see her, and because he can't see her, it's making him even more upset. I'm trying to like not cry and be upset when I talk to my grandma because she's older. I don't want her to be worried about anything. She can't afford that. I really haven't told too many people about what's going on, only because I don't feel like all the questions, when I talk about it, it makes me so sad. The only reason that, to be honest, me, like us documenting this was for my own personal records, like just for us to have and be able to look back at once we get through this. But when I talked to my mom about it, she was like, no, I want you to put, she don't know what it's called, but she was like, I want you to put it out there on the video, talking about YouTube and stuff, because she really went through a lot because she couldn't find a doctor that she felt like genuinely cared about her, and really wanted to, like, I don't know, she had some bad experiences with doctors. Like she told me today that the last person she went to, which was a hospital in Philadelphia, after she didn't have any success at the hospitals in Delaware where we're from, one of the surgeons was like, and she told me this before, but I just was like, oh nah, get out of there, mom, we're not doing that. Because at the time I didn't know that anything was like looking like a stroke. Like, trying to keep her calm so she doesn't get in the I need to smoke, but she can't go anywhere, they're not gonna let her. So but the doctor told her, basically, hey, ran the CAT scans, we have to do a surgery, you have a 50% chance of living. Why would you tell somebody that? Like, I don't know, the regard for people as humans, like just making someone comfortable in a state where, like, you know, this is new. My mom has never ever just been in a hospital and having to stay and getting surgery. Like, I couldn't believe that. I'm like, what doctor like would tell you that? Like, I used to be a flight attendant. I was in an emergency landing where I didn't know how the landing was going to end. I had to sit in the prairie seat, which is right in front of everybody in the cabin, and act like I knew I was about to save their life when we landed. I didn't know what the hell was about to happen, y'all. Like, I was literally praying, like, God, if this is my last day. I literally texted my mom and said, Mom, I love you. We are about to land and I don't know how this is going to end. Why would a doctor say to somebody, oh, I'm about to do your surgery, but there's a good, of course, there's always a chance something could go wrong, but why is that how you prep someone? Like, I don't know. It's all just a lot. And I kind of feel alone because I feel like I don't want to talk to a lot of people about it, because it's just the questions make you sad, and I don't want to be sad because there's a lot to get through. And then, like, I don't want to call my brother crying because I don't want to make him upset, and you know, don't want to call my grandma, like, you know, that whole thing. So I just been being sad all to myself. I also don't cry in front of my mom. Like, I might have, like, maybe once or twice. The first day they told me that I couldn't spend the night, I cried. Like, we both cried because it was just like, dang, like, what do you mean? Because it's just us, like, we're here trying to figure it out. I don't know, this is crazy, but I'm just glad she's okay. God, thank you. I'm glad she's okay. We're going to get through this. We're going to get through this. God has already been preparing us for this. I don't know how the hell or when the hell I'm about to go to work, because mentally I don't even have the wherewithal to even be in that space, nor the time. Literally, I'm at the hospital from 8 to 8. I left tonight at 9. Right? Like, I don't know. But we're going to get through this, though. We're going to get through this. My mom wanted people to see this whole experience because she had such a hard time finding doctors. But also, a big part of it is, like, she keeps telling me, I don't want you to uproot your life and have to figure things out. You're doing so well where you are. But like a big part of this is like watching us get through this together, but also like I had to put a lot of things into perspective. Like there was a lot that my mom went through that she didn't even tell me because she didn't want me to up and come. Like she know me, I'm gonna up and come. She didn't want me to do that, and I'm like, dang, like she could have died.